In his first press conference since 3 US soldiers were killed by a drone strike in Jordan, Defence Secretary Lloyd Austin warned we're at a dangerous moment in the Middle East. American network CBS is reporting the US has approved strikes in Iraq and Syria over the coming days. Sky News Washington correspondent Annalise Nielsen filed this report.
US networks are reporting the US government has approved strikes in Iraq and Syria in the coming days in response to the drone strike in Jordan that killed 3 US soldiers. The Biden administration has maintained that they will have a multi-tiered response. 40 other soldiers were injured in the drone strike that took the US post by surprise. The 3 soldiers were killed in their sleeping quarters. Defence Secretary Lloyd Austin held his first press conference since the attack and also since he was treated for prostate cancer. He's had to apologise for not informing President Biden or even his own deputy of the diagnosis or stay in intensive care that followed, which has prompted an internal review. He also addressed the escalating tensions in the Middle East.
The President will not tolerate attacks on American troops, and neither will I. This is a dangerous moment in the Middle East. We will continue to work to avoid a wider conflict in the region. But we will take all necessary actions to defend the United States, our interests, and our people. And we will respond when we choose, where we choose, and how we choose.
And explained why the US is pursuing a multi-tiered approach instead of a single retaliatory strike.
You know, I don't think the adversaries are of a one-and-done mindset. And so they have a lot of capability. I have a lot more. And so, you know, we, as I said earlier, we're going to do what's necessary to protect our troops and our interests.
President Joe Biden today issued an executive order targeting Israeli settlers in the West Bank. The order declared, "I hereby report that I have issued an executive order declaring a national emergency to deal with the threat posed by the situation in the West Bank, including, in particular, high levels of extremist settler violence, forced displacement of people and villages, and property destruction." It doesn't seem to be a coincidence that Joe Biden issued this executive order the same day he was travelling to Michigan to accept a key endorsement from the United Auto Workers Union. The powerful union holds sway in the key swing state, which also happens to have the largest concentration of Arab Americans of any state in the United States. The upcoming election is adding further pressure for Joe Biden as he seeks another 4 years in office. Not only does the potential of a spiralling conflict in the Middle East make America look weak on the world stage, it also adds the potential pressure of increased prices for ordinary Americans on things like petrol. Annalise Nielsen, Sky News in Washington, D.C.